Thoroughbred Action is presented by Hardacre Farm.
Welcome to Thoroughbred Action at Gulfstream Park West. I'm Ron Nicoletti. It is the start of our 5-day race week with 8 races on Wednesday afternoon. Let's take a look at those track and weather conditions. The main track is sloppy. The races have been taken off the turf this afternoon. The first race is a 6-furlong sprint, 3-year-olds and upward. A couple of scratches. Number 4, Time Will Tell, and number 6, Noble Venezuela. The off-time favorite to 2, Chanaman.
And they're off. Toward the inside, Field Trip begins nicely, but here's Mo Bourbon moving to challenge. These two get acquainted ahead of the 2 trailers, Sal's Jet and Chataman. So they're paired off and separated by 2.5 lengths with 5 furlongs to go. Field Trip now takes an outright lead. Mo Bourbon is second on the outside, and Sal's Jet 2.5 lengths behind the leaders while racing in third. And down inside, Carlos Montalvo and Chataman, last of the 4, with less than half a mile to go. Into the far turn they go. It's Abby Medina and Field Trip who have inside position and the lead. Mo Bourbon on the outside is second. These two have now opened their advantage on the other 2. They're 3.5 clear of Chataman and Sal's Jet. 5/16 left to go. Here's Mo Bourbon issuing the challenge to Field Trip. Field Trip has a narrow lead. Mo Bourbon on the outside second. 3.5 lengths clear of a third running Chataman, and Sal's Jet is last with less than a quarter of a mile to go. Off the turn and the stretch drive. Field Trip toward the inside. Mo Bourbon giving him all he wants on the outside, and Mo Bourbon now puts ahead in front. Field Trip boxing on second, and now Field Trip's back in front. Mo Bourbon on the outside and 4 back to Chataman. Mo Bourbon takes the lead again. Field Trip on the inside. Mo Bourbon on the outside. Field Trip and Mo Bourbon. Field Trip, Mo Bourbon, Field Trip. Photo finish. Might have to give it to Mo Bourbon over Field Trip with Chataman third.
Number 3, Mo Bourbon uses its speed to win it. Gets up in the final jump. Owned by Imaginary Stables, trained by Elizabeth Dobles, and ridden to victory today by Emicial Jaramillo. The second race, originally scheduled for 1 mile and 1/16 on the turf, to be run on the main track. These are fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up, scratched the 1 horse on the inside circuit.
And they're off. Bourbon Trace hopped in the air and is last to begin. The favorite, Sweet Abdication, was away well and leads a 1.5 lengths early from Hopeful Angel, who comes away to race in second. Down inside, it's Charming Hostess, and on her outside is Gone to Dixie. She's now 4th. Then back to JP Calling, and after a subpar getaway, Bourbon Trace is wide at the back of the field. Around the first turn they go. No pace pressure for Sweet Abdication. She leads it by 2 over Hopeful Angel in second. Down inside, Charming Hostess is a joint third alongside Gone to Dixie. The 2 at the back are JP Calling and Bourbon Trace. They run to the backstretch now with Sweet Abdication in front, 1.25 lengths over Hopeful Angel, 4 lengths clear of third running JP Calling. Then Charming Hostess. Bourbon Trace is second last, and now at the back of the field is Gone to Dixie. 5 or less than 5 furlongs to run on the race. Sweet Abdication has the lead. Hopeful Angel on the outside is second. Back to third is improving Charming Hostess ahead of JP Calling. Then it's Gone to Dixie and Bourbon Trace. Less than half a mile to go. There's been no change in proceedings, and still up front it's Sweet Abdication. She has strode clear a bit now. She leads it by 2 over Hopeful Angel in second. Here's Charming Hostess with an inside lane, and she appears to have some runs. Charming Hostess up into second. Hopeful Angel driven, not responding third. Gone to Dixie is now 4th back at the inside, and Bourbon Trace and JP Calling is last. And as soon as Charming Hostess got near the leader quickened again. So Sweet Abdication has the lead off the top of the turn by 2.5. Charming Hostess is second, try to rebid. Moving into third is Hopeful Angel on the grandstand side with 1/8 of a mile left to go. It's still Sweet Abdication on top by 2.5. Rebid on the outside from Gone to Dixie for Tween Horses and Charming Hostess as they come to the final 16th. Sweet Abdication still finding. Sweet Abdication, gate 2 wire. Charming Hostess and a photo for second with Gone to Dixie, and Hopeful Angel finish 4th.
Number 2, Sweet Abdication, uses her speed to win it. Pays $3.60 to win. Owned by 4 Horsemen Racing Stable Incorporated. Trained by Henry Colazzo and ridden today by Lionel Reyes. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll have race number 3.
The Pegasus World Cup Invitational is January 27th at Gulfstream Park, and that weekend we have something new, the Pegasus World Cup Betting Championship. I'm lucky to be joined enough by 2 guys who will be playing in this tournament, including
Ray Arsenault, defending NEC champion,
and
Hi, Acacia. I'm Ross Gallo. I'm a 13-time NHC qualifier and also a member of the NTRA Players Committee.
We're so excited for it. Join us here at Gulfstream Park. $500,000 expected pool, no entry fee if played on site. This is for the players.
Welcome back. Third race, a maiden claiming event for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and upward. The Rainbow Six starts here with no scratches or jockey changes to report.
And they're off. From the far outside, Filler Up begins nicely. Party Tardy has speed from the fence, and away in third is Meant to Be Mine. Majestic Magnolia comes away in fourth ahead of Oscura in fifth. Then it's Lilycoy, and early trailing is Commissioned. Down the backstretch they go, and Party Tardy puts ahead in front, but Filler Up is right alongside. They work 2.5 lengths back to the favorite Meant to Be Mine, who gets a good spot third at the half mile. Racing ahead of Mystic Magnolia, who's now fourth. Down on the inside and racing fifth is Oscura. The two at the back are Lilycoy and Commissioned. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn, and Party Tardy's had enough of Filler Up at the 3 furlong point, and Party Tardy throttles open now, leads it by 2. Filler Up second, Meant to Be Mine driven third. Oscura fourth, Mystic Magnolia is fifth as Party Tardy now assumes the strictly the one to beat role at the top of the stretch. Party Tardy off the turn with a 4-length lead. Mystic Magnolia trying to run on from the outside, and Oscura down toward the inside. Late run coming from Lilycoy with 1/8 of a mile left to go. Party Tardy still has the lead, but she's not home yet. Oscura charging at her on the outside. Party Tardy wanders a bit at the 16th. Oscura takes dead aim. Oscura at Party Tardy pleading for the wire, and she'll get there. Party Tardy a half a length. Oscura was second. Mystic Magnolia get up for third ahead of Commission, who was fourth.
Number 1, Party Tarty wins and gives jockey Emiciel Jaramillo his second victory on the card, owned and trained by Gilberto's Zerpa. The fourth race is an allowance optional claimer originally scheduled for 7.5 furlongs on the turf to be run at 7 furlongs on the sloppy main track. Scratch the 1, the 4, the 6, the 7, and number 8, 40 kilos.
And they're off. Gift of Glory was the last to begin. Di Maria was away well, so was About a Dream on the outside. Now moving out the rail and taking over third is Gift of Glory, and Tropical Runnings and the Bright Orange will settle in last of all after 1/8 of a mile. With the lead, Di Maria on the outside, About a Dream toward the inside, and Gift of Glory. These three within 3 parts of a length of each other, and 2 to Tropical Runnings. Down the backstretch they go. Di Maria and jockey Edgard Zayas with the advantage. Gift of Glory kept close today, racing in second. About a Dream is third, 1.5 lengths off the leader. It's the same margin, 1.5 lengths to the trailer Tropical Runnings with half a mile to run. They swing to the far turn. Di Maria left the inside open for Gift of Glory, so she continues to ratchet up the pressure. Gift of Glory's now on even terms with Di Maria as they round the far turn. About a Dream is third, now 1.5 lengths off the lead, and 2 in front of Tropical Runnings as they run to the 5/16. Di Maria on the outside, Gift of Glory boxing on the inside. They're shoulder to shoulder, and they start to sprint now, with Gift of Glory getting the upper hand on Di Maria, who fights on. 4 back to About a Dream and Tropical Runnings as they turn in. On the outside, Di Maria, on the inside, Gift of Glory shoulder to shoulder with 1/8 of a mile left to go. Gift of Glory on the inside, Di Maria on the outside. Gift of Glory still has the lead. Di Maria's not done trying. Di Maria and Gift of Glory with the advantage, and now it's a clear advantage. Di Maria one more time, Gift of Glory with a heads-up ride to win it. Second was Di Maria, third About a Dream, and fourth Tropical Runnings.
Number 2, Gift of Glory responds to the blinkers and scores for Magic Stables LLC, trained by Antonio Sano, and that gives Marcos Meneses a victory, and the horse pays $8.20 to win. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll have race number 5.
A passion for horses and a commitment to breed champions is the foundation of Hardacre Farm. Founded in 1999 by Amy Tarrant, owner, breeder, and trainer, Hardacre Farm, now based in Ocala, continues its tradition of success. From the Breeders' Cup to Gulfstream Park, Hardacre Farm, from the breeding shed to the racetrack, in pursuit of producing the best.
We have to take care of these horses that, give us so much joy.
Being accredited by the TAA gives us instant credibility.
People trust us even more than they have before because they know that the TAA has been to all of our locations and that our horses are well cared for.
I mean, this farm wouldn't look the way it is, these horses wouldn't look the way they are if it wasn't for the generosity and the hard work of the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance.
They've united our whole industry in terms of the aftercare movement.
We're all working together for the same purpose.
Welcome back. The fifth race is a starter optional claimer for 2-year-olds, which have started for a claiming price of $35,000 or less.
And they're off. U.S. Soldier was a step slow and he's last early. Our Hot 20s wins the break and tries to establish the lead, but here's Katana moving up. Lithium Z from down toward the inside, and Coal Miner's Son is out of there fourth. Outside and Controlled Fury, and at the back of the field is U.S. Soldier as Katano clears off. Katano to the half-mile pole, two on top of Lithium Z second. Our Hot 20s is on the outside third. Then it's a gap of 3 to the 2 favorites. Coal Miner's Son to the outside of U.S. Soldier, and Controlled Fury is at the back. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. Katano with the lead by a length and a half. Lithium Z races into second ahead of our Hot 20s, who's now third. 3 lengths back to Coal Miner's Son. Astorelli from fourth and about 6 lengths off the lead. A length and a half in front of U.S. Soldier, who's not firing, and Controlled Fury underway from last with a quarter of a mile left to go. Our Hot 20s coming after the leader, Katano. These two off the turn, 2 lengths better than the rest, led by Coal Miner's Son. Lithium Z up the inside. Far outside and a late run coming from Controlled Fury, and Controlled Fury's on a roll. Here's Controlled Fury on the grandstand side to take a narrow lead. Right with him is Coal Miner's Son. Controlled Fury and Coal Miner's Son. Controlled Fury from last to first to win. Coal Miner's Son second, very close for third between U.S. Soldier and Lithium Z.
Number 6, Controlled Fury, comes from off the pace, scores and pays $15, and gives jockey Marcos Meneses his second victory in a row. Owned by Stonehenge LLC and trained to victory by Leo Aspura Jr. The 6th race, originally scheduled for 5 on the turf, to be run on the main track at the same distance. These are claimers of fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up. Scratch the 3, the 7, the 8, and the number 9.
And they're off. Our Kinsley Doll slow to start, a length back last. My Sweet Dove fires to the front from Katsadiva, who comes away in second. Faith and Hope is on the outside third, working ahead of Colt Classic. She sets up shop second last, and she's a half in front of our Kinsley Doll, who's last of all, as they get ready to swing to the far turn. It's the fleet-footed on top of the field by 2, My Sweet Dove racing into second and trying to track down the leader, Katsadiva, from Faith and Hope third. Then on the outside to Colt Classic fourth, and our Kinsley Dolls last of all. My Sweet Dove has gone further ahead to the top of the stretch run. She's a quarter of a mile from home and now 3 on top. Katsadiva is second. Faith and Hope starts to run on from third. Colt Classic wide in fourth, and our Kinsley Doll's been last throughout as they run to the top of the stretch. Now there's an eighth of a mile left to go, and up front, the leader, My Sweet Dove, by 2. Katsadiva starts to motor from second, down the outside in Faith and Hope. Here comes Katsadiva trying to get to My Sweet Dove. My Sweet Dove's almost there. Katsadiva with a late push. Here's the wire. It's going to be tight. It's very, very close.
Number 2, My Sweet Dove, scores for Stars Racing LLC, trained by Ralph Zadie and ridden to victory today by Edgard Zayas. We'll take a short break. We'll be back for race number 7, the first half of the late Daily Double.
I'm Javier Castellano.
I am Joel Rosario.
I'm John Velasquez. For the first time ever, the Clásico del Caribe will be at Gulfstream Park. Entertainment, special events, and the best horses from Latin America and the Caribbean. Right here in South Florida.
Right here in South Florida. It's a thriller, it's a popular, it's an international. The Clásico del Caribe is coming to Gulfstream Park.
The Clásico del Caribe is coming to Gulfstream Park on December 9th.
I'll be there. Will you?
Crossing the finish line for the last time can mean an uncertain future for many horses. Recognizing the need for a dignified retirement, the racing industry has made racehorse aftercare a top priority. In partnership with Gulfstream Park and the Florida Horsemen's Association, Florida Track provides retraining and adoption services for retired racehorses. Thanks to their efforts, the end of a racing career can signal the beginning of a new career in show jumping, trail riding, police work, even therapy for children and veterans. However, good intentions do not come without cost. As a nonprofit organization, Florida Track relies on tax-deductible donations and volunteers to help pay for feed, training, housing, and veterinary care. To find out how you can help, contact Florida Track today. Your support will go a long way towards a new beginning.
Welcome back for our 7th race of the afternoon. It's a starter optional claimer for fillies and mares 3-year-olds and up, which have started for a claiming price of $8,000 or less. Scratch the number 5, Artie's Bourbon Girl.
And they're off. From the outside, Solfatara was away well. Coquiva Koa has speed. Here's Starship Reina moving out the rail, and Starship Reina puts ahead in front. Coquiva Koa is second. Sarah the Queen Bee is third. Dressed in Heels away racing in fourth. Then to the outside, Baby I'm Worth It. And after a good getaway, Solfatara is last of all, and she's better than 8 lengths off the lead of Starship Reina. Starship Reina passes the half-mile pole in front, 3 parts of a length. Coquiva Koa and Tyler Gaffleone stalking the leader while second. 2.5 lengths back to Sarah the Queen Bee, third ahead of Baby I'm Worth It. Dressed in Heels is shuffled to second last, and Solfatara starts to rally again, with 3 furlongs to run. Starship Reina now leads by a length and a quarter. Coquiva Koa second at the 5/16. 2.5 lengths back. Solfatara starting to move up on the far outside now, circling horses and on the move. Then Dressed in Heels and from the back, and Baby I'm Worth It, they're at the top of the stretch. Solfatara set down driving, trying to get to Starship Reina, who put away Coquiva Koa. Here's Solfatara on the outside, getting to the leader. Starship Reina at the 8th pole with a 2-length lead. Solfatara with a long sustained run. She continues to charge hard. Solfatara on the outside of Starship Reina. Here's Solfatara one more time. This time she's got her. Solfatara getting up. Solfatara got up to win it. Second was Starship Reina on excited Henry Colazzo after race 7.
Number 6, Solfatara closes and pays $10 to win and gives trainer Henry Colazzo his second victory today, owned by Tom Izuk and ridden to victory by Abby Medina. Race 8, originally scheduled for the turf to be run at 7 furlongs on the main track. These are maiden claiming 2-year-olds. Scratch the 3, the 5, and number 8. Blinkers on the number 7.
And runners away. Good start for McManaman from the far outside in between horses. Grand Network is away well. Jojo Spensive has a little bit of speed. Moving out the inside is ABG Danny. And Cape Marco Drive, the final race favorite, will exit the chute last of all and about 4 lengths off the lead of McManaman. It's McManaman who leads it by a length and a quarter. ABG Danny is now moved to be second, racing ahead of Spensive, or Jojo Spensive, who's down at the inside. Grand Network's on the outside, and Cape Marco Drive still last of the 5, chasing McManaman to the half mile. McManaman and Gilbert Chamafi, 3 parts of a length in front. ABG Danny is there second. Jojo Spensive is third. Grand Network between horses. And now 4 wide at the back is Cape Marco Drive trying to uncoil a rally as they round the far turn. Up front, McManaman at the 3 furlong point leads by a length. ABG Danny is second, third to Jojo Spensive. He's tacking on. Cape Marco Drive is in range, now 3 lengths off the lead, and Grand Network is last as they run to the top of the stretch. There's a 1/4 mile left to go, and McManaman maintains the lead, but he's tackled by Jojo Spensive, who's unleashing a rally, and now Jojo Spensive takes a clear advantage with 3/16 to go. ABG Danny fired up toward the inside in between horses. McManaman, nothing from Cape Marco Drive or Grand Network. Final furlong, ABG Danny and Jose Bautista shoot through on the rail to take the lead. Up into second is Jojo Spensive. That's as far as he'll get. ABG Danny will win it. Second, Jojo Spensive. Third, McManaman. Then Grand Network, and Cape Marco Drive, the favorite, was last to finish.
Number 1, ABG Danny wins the nightcap and pays $13 even, owned by Joker Racing LLC, trained by Sal Santoro and ridden to victory today by Jose Bautista. In the pick 5, 5 of 5 paid a very nice $6,700.20. 4 of 5, $34.35. In the pick 6, nobody had 6. 5 of 6 paid $138.86. The carryover going into Thursday's card, $62,884.46. Well, that wraps up Wednesday's action. Remember to join us again on Thursday at Gulfstream Park West. We have 8 races. Our first race post, 1:15 p.m. Good night and good luck.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired. Oh, my aching back. Let's hit the hay.